was a bad call, Ripley. It was a bad call.
What's up, everybody? And welcome back to another Jerk Toy Review. I'm your host, Sir Ridley Scott, and today we'll be looking at the Alien 40th Anniversary Edition. Alright gang, let's take a look at this box. And I just love this. It's reminiscent of the original Kenner design. I'm gonna throw that up on the screen right now, and you can just see that this is a horribly terrifying toy for a child. Anyway, we got this beautiful window box. Warning! On this side of the package, we get a look at the figure, Alien logo, 40th anniversary. On the back of the package, we get a look at the included figure, little bio, all the figures included so far. On the bottom of the box, we got your credits and your barcode. Alright, and this is gonna be a quick overview of this toy line that I love so much. I'm gonna show you in its complete form. So first up, every wave came with a different alien. So in the first wave, we get the regular alien, and we've seen this guy made 1,000 times in 1,000 colors, and you're gonna see it again. Next up, we have the bloody version, and it's the same as the figure before, except for he's got a little blood splattered all over him. And next up, we get the Geiger alien, and I love this one. I love that they just dry brushed it, that tone that basically looks exactly like his artwork. So this one is a home run. And last up, we get this goofbag prototype, and this is what your alien almost looked like in the first movie. Alright gang, this is basically every figure minus the aliens that I showed you that make up the 40th anniversary collection from Neca. Now, these figures were made by Neca before, but they did not have the face paint technology or some of the likeness rights for some of these figures. So upon re-release, they did upgrade a lot of these figures, and they also made characters that were unreleased. So you got the core cast of the film, which rarely happens in any collection nowadays. So my hat is off to Neca for really trying to figure out a way to get every crew member out, no matter how boring they are. So first up, we're gonna take a look at Lambert the Navigator, and man, did they get Catherine Cartwright's freaking likeness down. I think this looks great. This looks like her from the movie. Just beautiful sculpting, and NECA really does likenesses perfect. Now right away, the spacesuits that you see in Alien are designed by one of my favorite comic book artists. His name was Mobius. He's a French artist, and he is just unbelievable, so I would highly recommend checking him out. He also designed the ships and the interiors of the movies, so NECA did not fail us at all. This is just beautiful, every detail, all the paint, and you just know Randy loves aliens because these fucking figures look amazing. There's the backpack, looks great, and here's her second head sculpt, and this one looks good. It's terrified. The paint's on the money, but the expression is so odd and so full of terror it could just be anybody. And here she is in the space helmet, and like I said, they just knocked it out of the park. Look at all that detail. I mean, all the paint in there, all the fucking care. You could tell this company loved having this license. And all in all, the spacesuit mold looks great no matter what figure they keep reusing it on. Next up, we're gonna take a look at Dallas, and I'm not gonna go too crazy with this because they are the same figures with different head sculpts. And yeah, this just looks like Tom Skerritt. I think they did a great job on the second paint job. And I know you're asking, what do you mean second paint paint job. And here you go, this is what I mean. This is the original, this is the repaint, and they are on the same sculpt. So this is why I get excited for this line, because this was the original one, and man, this one just looks so fucking good. It is the same compression suit, it's just colored the exact way of the movie, and now I don't know if it was this pink, but it does work for this figure, and it's the same deal. Got his name on his chest plate, all the paint apps are perfect for him. Backpack looks great, nice painting, all the little fucking doodads on there, and unfortunately he just came with this one head sculpt, but I'll take it. And here's just a quick look at him with his space helmet on, and that just looks so good in there. Next up we have Kane, and this poor bastard dies so horribly, and Neca just does it again. The paint, the detail, the expression, it is all there. I mean, look at all the paint on the back of that pre-helmet thing he's got going on, man. Got all of his movie colors, got his name on the front, and this figure came with something fun. When he originally came out, they did not have Hertz likeness, so they just put a face hugger on him. And on this release, they just give you the Change-O head that has it on there, so you can have him face hugged. And he also comes with a special face plate that has the face hugger melted through his mask. That looks nice and terrifying in there. Next up, we have Parker, and holy fucking shit, this looks like Yaphet Kotto. And they just did an amazing job. It just is such a wonderful sculpt. They got the eyes, the beard, the headband, just the casual look of the character. He's got his Nostromo flight patch right there on his arms. And even though he's in a white jumper, they went ahead and just gave him a beautiful wash all over this figure. Next up, we have Brett. And boy, oh boy, did I ever want a Harry Dean Stanton action figure. And this thing is fucking amazing. This just immortalizes the man forever perfectly. I love the Nostromo flight cap, love the texture on it, love his silly ass futuristic fucking leather jacket that says Nostromo on the back. He's got his engineer pants on, and they just did wash all over this thing too, and what a fucking tribute to Harry Dean Stanton. Next up, we have the crazy malfunctioning robot Ash, and just another beautiful fucking sculpt. This looks like E.M. Holm. This is truly one of my favorite action figures. I know you're gonna say that doesn't look like him, but you're just used to seeing him really old. Go back and watch Alien. This looks fantastic. Got nice paint sculpting. He even comes with his deadly rolled up magazine to get Ripley. He's got his Nostromo flight patch also, and yeah, here he is from the back. And next up we have Ripley in her compression suit. Basically, this is the same exact figure you're getting here, here, and here, except for it's painted white. We don't get that crotch cut out there that's so prominent over there. I'll tell you, I know her face looks a little screwy in there, but that's just because of the plastic. And up top, the helmet is different. It does not have the light. We could see Ripley in there. We could take that off and take a better look at the figure in there. And I know it looks a little off, but let me take this helmet collar off. And here she is with the helmet off. She does have a little rub from somebody trying to pull the helmet up over her head instead of taking the head off properly. That was totally me. But Sigourney Weaver is a hard likeness to get, and I think they did a great job on this. Next, we're gonna take a look at the alien itself. Motherfucker! And here's a quick look at the big chap from the original movie. His mouth opens, you get that horrible little inner mouth comes out. You can push that back in and close the mouth. Getting in a little closer, you can see under the plastic dome itself that there's a skull under there and all that horrible detail throughout the dome. This piece right here is just floating and connected to the back, and the arms move pretty good. There isn't a ton of range stage, but they move really good. Down to the hands. They just killed it with this whole line and this figure. And I know they use this mold over and over again, but holy shit, it is just the best alien figure on the market. And last up, we have Ripley herself. This totally looks like Sigourney Weaver. The paint is so dialed in. And if you don't believe me, I'll show you the original release. And here we have the original release, and you do get a Sigourney Weaver vibe out of it. Looks like a different head sculpt, but I don't think it is. I just think this has a better paint job overall, and it's just cast in a different kind of plastic. But they're both good in their own way, but I will take this Ripley any day of the week. We got her in her original jumpsuit, looking classic as always. She comes equipped with a flamethrower, Nostromo flight patch, nice little corset suit into a nice little ass right there. And yeah, all in all, this Ripley is just great. Now, I did quickly want to show you some accessories. In the movie, they do have a motion tracker, and this thing is such a beautifully made accessory. Look at all the paint apps they put into this fucking thing. And yeah, you could just see the love in all of this. It even just looks like a giant fucking projector from, like, you know, elementary school or something with some shit glued to it. But kudos to Neca for really knocking it out with this accessory. Then they also come with their little flashlights when they're out looking for the derelict spaceship in the movie. But it fucking works. It's got a little handle, it's got a little paint there, and it's got an antenna. And then Neca did what I love the most. They made little kitties. Over here we have the original Jonesy that came with the original release Ripley, and I just wanted to show it off. I love this fucking figure. Its head moves up and down, and yeah, it's perfect. We all love Jonesy. We're all happy Jonesy survived. With the newer release, we got this little tiny Jonesy that is just wonderfully painted. I broke the tail off, so I totally suck. I don't even know where that shit is. It's probably a doorstop somewhere in Sweden. But yeah, they put a lot of love into this. Jonesy also came with the cat carrier that was featured in the movie, but I fucking lost it. I don't know where the hell I put it. I looked for it for hours. I'm sorry to disappoint people. So at the end of the day, and my final thoughts on these figures are, you're never gonna find a full lineup of the entire Aliens cast, so I gotta give it to Neca. They did an amazing fucking job. I can't believe they got everybody's likeness in whatever form they could get. These are beloved to me, and I gotta say, these kept me collecting for a very long time when nothing else interested me. So yeah, this is one of my favorite toy lines ever. And that's all I got this time, people. I'd like to thank you for stopping by, and I'll catch you on the next review. Woo.
Holy fuck! That was diabolical!
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Be the night, raw dogs rally tight, bark with the street light, YouTube wrecking crew, yo jerk in the fight, toy gangs disavowed, reviews cold as ice, podcast kings, no jest, spitting truth from the crest, hip hop nights, we quest, fans ride, never rest, yo jerk dropping bombs, critics get distressed, toy gangs flex, disavowed, savage and blessed, mega power start to blaze, raw dogs in the frame, barking wild, never stray, beat tear down the gray, yo jerk blaze the way, drop reviews all day, toy gangs disavowed in the pay, they slay, street tales we recount, haters we surmount, raw dogs how loud, in numbers we count, podcast real talk, topics they astound, Yojo fight back, reviews like the town, toy gang straight facts, legends on the rack, disavows brutal hacks, never looking back.